welcome back to OpenTTD. Happy to be back here with you in our game. It's been a little moment for me personally since I've been away on a small vacation and also on a work conference directly after. So I pre-recorded some of the episodes that you recently saw. So for me, this is completely starting with a blank slate. But I know roughly what we've been doing or what we've been up to. So I want to continue exactly there to optimize things and also to expand the network. So let's start quickly with just a little bit of looking into optimization, whether there's any potential here. So Wilmarkt is again the busy station, and there are many people going to Ried am Geil. Ried am Geil. That rings a bell somewhere in the back of my head, but not immediately. So let's just figure that one out. Ried am Geil. Okay. They want to go to that station, and for that they have to go to the... What the frick? Okay. Haha. Wow. Crazy town. That is crazy town. So they want to go to Ried am Geil Woods, to that station here. And how does the rest of that track look? The rest of that track looks also crazy. Oh my god. We are in big trouble. Schwarzbrunn. Okay, that's a different problem. Okay, but I see potential here for sure. Well, Schwarzbrunn's not a different problem, that's exactly this problem. So let's just double check those routes here. There's a lot of passengers here, and that's the route that goes Ollerskirchen, Schwarzbrunn, Ried, and then goes to Wilmarkt. Yeah. Understood. Well, I think there is enough capacity, it seems to me, that we should be able to support a few more of those trains simply. Except it's no longer available. So where we're at. What is this train? It's a spinner. Why is it no longer available? Maybe the passenger wagons, the four-wheel, is no longer available, maybe? Indeed, it is not. Okay. Then let's just go with a bigger one. I feel like that one is better, despite the lower speed. This just can slightly carry more capacity, right? I feel like that's the case. Let's double check that. Yeah, this one is too long with 5.1, so it would have to be like this length. And we have 115 max speed on this one, and the other one has a max speed of 113, so it's more or less the same. This one has lower capacity. The 5.8, yeah, as I predicted. The top one here is slightly better. So what I actually wanted to do was clone that order. And then let's throw out 5 more of them. Just be crazy. Okay, good. Then let's skip the validation part here and let's figure out like where we actually want to build something new. I'm pretty sure I kind of wanted to build up that area, and I think we did that somewhere. No, we did want to build up some other area. I should have looked that up. I'm sorry. Probably you remember from the previous episode, but I do not. We built up something new. I remember that much. Let's figure out like what we actually want to build up then. Down here, maybe that's old stuff. But why not? Why not? Let's figure out something down here. So we have here Jachenau, and it has like some building that doesn't seem to be anything special. I cannot click on it at least. So this city seems pretty decent. Then we have like a small town here, And Schwarzach is kind of the next major town, except for the ones that are across the river. So very small kind of community down here. What do I want to do here? Let's maybe think about like connecting up these towns up here in the general area. I feel like it's just not really worth much more than a bus route, to be honest. It's pretty minor stuff here. Maybe if we have some high expectations of growth. And there's a, is that a casino? Maybe. Alright, hidden little casino there. And yeah, that could be that we maybe build like a small railway line, really small one. But that's really very generous of us if we do that. Sure. You know, let's try these Czech station. I've been to the Czech Republic. I've been in Prague, and it was beautiful as always. Prague is always worth a visit. And let's, in honor of that, use some Czech railway stations maybe. It's not a good position for them, is there? If there is, then I don't see it. Like, I don't want to cross something here. It's kind of weird. So I guess the station will be a little bit on the outskirts. That looks roughly fine. So does Yukavsk, do they get their own station as well? I suppose so. Could be. The only thing against it is kind of the hilliness of things, so maybe not. So we'll build Sepava, their own station. And then we are going to try to make do without tunnels, in the interest of saving some costs. But double level crossings, I mean, that's just asking for trouble, isn't it? So realistically, I kind of want to go like to the side of this. I think that's a reasonable desire. And yeah, I think here we just need to do the little bit of terraforming that needs to be done. Like so. Then we're running along here. That seems fine. And going up somewhere here again to follow the road. Oh, it actually looks like maybe a station here in that town is in the books after all. If you actually literally follow that road, then why not, right? Then we'll just have to have the difficult way to get it over to that. I guess we will start by redoing a little bit that road, because that road's path is perfect for railway, if I do say so. And who needs a road if you can have a train running between your towns? Yeah, something like that should be fine. Good. And then a little repair hut here, and then of course we are going to restore that road for the guys. Yeah, the horses would have to go through the forest a bit, but that's fine. That is fine. And then let's get a little train running here. Tempted to use like one of those small cars. I know right now already that it will be too small probably, and they are going to be needed to be upgraded, but it's kind of just idyllic, like for a little rail bus to like take that journey, right? It's beautiful. All right, putting a second one on there. It's tempting, but I'd have to upgrade the rail too much for that to be worth it. So for now, we'll just do a single one, and then let's figure out what we do want to do next year. I suppose still it makes sense to connect these things. That river is extremely wide here, so I think boats could be an option here. Or we do something up here where it's a little bit more narrow. And I think connecting it up like all the way here to Jachenau would be something that would be highly appreciated by the residents along that road. So let's investigate that option for them. Let's build some wooden platforms, maybe 2 by 5. Just to give it a little bit more of a larger footprint, but still on the outskirts of town. Why not? Why not indeed? The land is cheap here. People aren't complaining about the noise. So, and then we're gonna run that as a sort of single track all the way down here. How do we get on the other side? Oof. Maybe we'll go on the southern side of that town. I think so, yeah. There's a good opportunity to do that right here. And of course a bridge here. Could be something more modern. Yeah, I don't know. The viaducts, I think the viaducts are still for me the most beautiful ones. So eventually we want to make our way up here where the river is not so wide. So maybe here. So we'll get roughly here, and then it's just about whether we want to connect High Chive. What language is that? If you know, let me know, because I have no idea. That doesn't sound like any Slavic language. Maybe it's supposed to be some Hungarian, but there's 2 little weird letters for it to be Hungarian. We're playing this map here kind of like a Austrian Empire style, I guess. So it must be something from that area. It doesn't sound like Yugoslavian, it doesn't sound Hungarian, it doesn't sound Czech. What is it? German, of course, it's also not. Maybe that is a place for a tunnel here. Yeah. Something like that, maybe. Kind of want to run this a little bit longer so that we can place maybe a station here. That would be great. And let's stick to those Czech stations. They do look cool. I mean, you would get your own one if you were to allow it. Maybe if we can convince you. It's just a little railroad line. Why you have to be mad? Come on, mit Zilicha. I mean, that does sound a little bit more Slavic at least. Okay, I guess that station could be more or less in range of those houses. Yeah, we're not gonna give you buses also. So for now, that's gonna be kind of it. We will have to have a few signals now that we have like a longer connection. And the question is like, how do we want to connect up here? Like the most logical one would be this town, since it's the largest. To connect it all the way down through. We would have to sort of double track maybe up here already. I mean, maybe. I feel like it's a bit wasteful, but oh, for Christ's sake, that should be it, yeah. Yeah. So maybe we'll just keep that as like kind of like a waiting area here. It's fine. That's fine. And then we'll do something similar here. So just a few waiting areas, so to speak. So that should be good. Now this. There's another one. Like so, and then here I guess you just have to put like block signals here, to be honest. Just block it off. Sounds reasonable. Now this town definitely needs a bus station though. You can already tell that. Where does that lead? Well, for now, they will also get a bus station, but that town does look interesting. What is that? Stockyard, livestock. Ooh, that is a good industry to do here. And we have a clay pit as well. Okay. I mean, that livestock thing does sound good. Does sound good. We might get into that business. So let's run some cargo, namely passengers, in a charming diesel bus. And you will come over here, and then to this station, and then on the way back you will jump back in here, and that will be it. You will just have one of them for now. That should be enough. This one we said we don't need to do anything. The other stuff here works fine. So only thing we need is one more station for repairs, which we will place here in this town. And we're gonna run another small bus. Rail bus going from here to here to there, and then, well, we can stop here on the way. I mean, there's no reason to skip it. The bus is pretty fast, I guess. On the way back, like that. So it's a pretty long journey. Probably realistically, let's put 3 buses here. I think they will be not ideally utilized, I guess, would be my saying here. But we can optimize that at least a tiny bit if we want to be so inclined. by switching that to path signals and putting a few opportunities to overtake each other. Here's one. And then here will be another one. And then up to here it's fine. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable to have 3 of them running here. They have to wait a little bit since the distance is a little bit larger, but that's okay. They're in no hurry. 50 kilometers per hour. Like a little bit of local transport here could be beneficial before they get iffed about things. So why not build them some bus station here, maybe here in the city center, and then maybe this is kind of the new settlement down here to the south, the Heights as they are apparently called. So here we'll just do a very simple diesel bus route. We'll go from the Heights to here to there and do that in a circle. Just go, go, go. And I do suspect that you want to have like some opportunity to turn around, like they're a little bit picky about that stuff usually. So we will try to allow for that. Yeah, it does want to go like take the thing around. They don't want to do like 180-degree turns somehow. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So are we getting some people here? Maybe. No. Nobody wants to go from here. I mean, the opportunity is only to go to some little villages, maybe. But, you know, maybe your parents live there or something. Maybe you want to go enjoy the nature or something. Oh yeah, the first few passengers are picking up on this. Is there anybody here on this route? 6 passengers here. I mean, maybe we'll upgrade that to like a second bus. It seems like while the amount is not there, the frequency of one bus is pretty low. I think that would be very frustrating if you live in this village and there's only one bus going every 3 days, something like that. So let's timetable them out just so that people get a little bit less frustrated. So, do they bring anybody up to that bus station, I wonder? Or will any of the rail cars come and deliver somebody to this bus station? Yes, 30 passengers. That's almost a full rail bus. Let's take a look when they come in. Oh, there's not so much traffic here on this route, huh? Oh, because they're bottlenecked here. Why is that? So this guy wants to enter. These guys want to get out. But why is this guy not allowed to go onto this one? Because this one is blocking this block here. That's the reason, basically. So let's carefully let it go through. It will go the wrong way, or the right way. That's good news. And the solution here is to remove that sign, and they should wait exactly here before they go. Yeah, that should be unblocking things. Hopefully. Let's take a look at our stop here, which we wanted to check out. If any of them jump on that rail bus. Yeah, most of them do. Some of them want to go the opposite direction. Perfect. Alright, little nice connected area here. So the only thing I would really love to do is to connect it up to the main line, because I just feel like disconnected things like that is always a bit frustrating. You can kind of taste the freedom of the wider world when you're living in this town here, but you're not quite there. You cannot quite connect yet to what you actually want to be connected to, which is Weißenkirch, I suppose. So the main train station is here, so I suppose we will just make a small side hub that is single tracked, and we'll just go over here. Maybe like this. And this is like kind of the panorama track, I think. You're like a little bit elevated here across the city. Yeah, I like it, like it's the panorama area. Yeah, that's better. Then we're coming out on the other side here. Nice. So we'll have a little bit of an opportunity to make a crossing here. And then we will connect that straight over here to Schwarzsee. That's also probably like a nice place to come for some nature from the big city. And then we are going, why is there like a little piece of road that's probably not needed? We'll once again get a little bit of elevation here to have a nice view of the river as we're going over here to Jachenau, the town. Getting a little bit of elevation here, and then we're gonna keep that while we're sneaking here along the cliff. Yeah, something like that. That should be fine. A little bit more opportunities for overtaking or stopping is always appreciated. So we will throw in a bunch of those just to have them. Here will be a station. Probably down here in the valley we can do something, so long as we're not running long trains. I think then it's fine. Like even then it's like 6, it's pretty good length. Okay, so then let's figure that out. So here we're gonna have just basic path signals. So my concern is, like, if you have a path signal here, that can reserve the path all the way to here, and that is not ideal. I don't like it that much because that is a pretty long path signal to reserve for a pretty busy station. So we are going to have a little bit of an overtaking here, I guess, and we'll even double bridge it. Probably that one. Oh my god, no way. Guys, don't get crazy. So something like that for now is probably okay. Once they're here, they can reserve it from there, that's fine. So like this, like that, that's good. This good. This is good. Here's a station missing. This is fine. This is fine. So this is fine, and then here we really need to place a signal there, my friend. So that road. Ja, genau. What are you up to? Like, can you not just be nice with us? Look, we're really restoring the nature here. We're all about nature here at this company. You see how much, if you look at our corporate statement, it's like the amount we spend on tree planting is insane. Okay. Cannot bribe them, huh? Well, then I guess there's no choice but to extend that out by 1. Have this very stupid level crossing that's like completely unnecessary. It's only there for fun because they want to annoy us. Yeah, that's fine. They're allowed to be annoyed sometimes. Okay, little depot in a very bad place because they cannot go in one direction here. Then we will continue our little rail bus adventure here. So we're gonna go from Jachenau. You have to switch here in Jachenau if you want to go further. You will then maybe make it to Schwarzsee if Schwarzsee is so inclined to be nice. Yes, they are. So Schwarzsee gets some tourism. And then we are going to go straight into Weißenkirch and on the way back again through Schwarzsee. And that ought to be it, yeah. So we're gonna run also, I guess, 3. Let's assume that the demand is there, or it will come. So let's go, go, go. And as the little end of the episode, we're gonna follow one of those rail buses here and just enjoy the ride. So we're going here to Jachenau. A few passengers here, but none of them want to go yet to the new city. It is just like an exclusive company trip. And realistically, we planted too many trees because you cannot see the river anymore. It's very unfortunate. Thick forests. Yeah. We'll not build any of the things here. Now you can see a little bit of the river as you're coming along here to Schwarzsee. Very interesting name, like it's the Schwarz Lake. Maybe this is the little lake. It looks like more of a river, to be honest, but that's fine. We're not judging that. And in the Jachenau woods, already 2 passengers decided that they want to take this new direction also. Very good, very good. Okay, here we're gonna maybe jump into that in just a second. Seems like we're needed. And let's just double check that our connection here works before we leave this area. Because we'll be back here maybe only in a bunch of episodes. Very nice. One sec here, the signals are not correct, you see. They should be like this. The train still did it illegally, but that's fine. He knew what was intended. Oh, now he's going back. Very cool. Alright, so let's then quickly look at that situation here. This is a mess again. Good. Usually they're fairly fine to figure out, like if they happen. They're not ideal, of course, but if they happen, they're not too hard to figure out because more or less it's fine. They can just go through and then figure out a new way to go. Now this one is blocking like the middle of the road. That's really actually quite unfortunate that he does that because that disallows others to go into here, which would be really nice if they could. But the way to solve that would need to be to remove that signal. Would that help? No. The problem is he's standing on this signal here, right? Maybe we can also figure out like where they're all on the entrance and the out. The ones that want to go out, they cannot go out because of this idiot. Maybe. Because there's these signals. They are not good signals, I would say. Because he's standing in the middle of that crossing. That is unfortunate because that's not good for everybody. It's better if this was one larger block, I guess. Okay, let's stop this guy. So let's just remove that. So they can slowly move forward. And you can also do that very carefully after this guy is gone. Okay. Go ahead. Slowly, carefully. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Okay. Probably a bit more optimized signal usage can still be done here, but that's still better than nothing. Okay. So these guys, we're gonna send out the back. Yeah, so roll on, roll off stations here would also be much better than what we're doing here. This is just always an accident waiting to happen. Not accident per se, but like a deadlock waiting to happen. So he wants to go the other way out, so they're deadlocked each other, I guess. So let's see. So I think this is slowly resolving itself. I'll figure that out like on my own. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll let it run here for a few more minutes to see that it's unlocked. See you next time. Bye bye.